We're going to go over the disassembly, reassembly of the semi-automatic PPS43 pistol that we produce. This set of instructions, of course, will also cover the carbine version. All you really need for this is a thin-bladed screwdriver, a knife blade, something like that. First thing you want to do is remove the magazine, pull the bolt back, and look down in the chamber to ensure it's empty. Once you've done that, let the bolt slide forward again. There's a latch on the lower in the rear. You want to press this all the way in so that you can pivot the lower open. Lay the weapon on its side. You can then take the end of a small screwdriver or knife blade, put it behind the spring that's at the end of this recoil spring. You want to push that plate, push that plate forward. When you push it forward, take your other thumb and push this way, pinching it and holding it in place. What you're trying to do is push it forward far enough that you can take your thumb and press it in this position. Pull back on the bolt, press forward on the rod, pivot the assembly out of the gun. They'll come apart in two pieces like this. You're ready for cleaning. We do not recommend trying to disassemble the bolt components. It's not necessary. As you can tell, this bolt is stained. The owner of this weapon has shot corrosive ammo and not cleaned it properly. Probably hadn't cleaned it in days after he shot it. This is really not a problem for function on the surface of the bolt, but when the corrosive residue gets down in the recess for the firing pin or the extractor, it can cause corrosion on these parts, locking them up or corroding the return springs, causing failures. I do suggest you clean your weapon. Now, with it apart, you can get inside to clean the barrel, inside of the upper receiver. You can also blow out, clean, brush, whatever, the trigger group parts. We do not suggest taking it apart. It's not necessary. It doesn't get corrosive residue on it. Normally a light wipe down and a spritz with some rim oil or something to that effect is good enough. I guess I should tell you at this point that when the gun is in this position, you want to be real careful. That thing will fall. This lower will fall, and if you've got your finger in there, it won't cut it off, but it'll make you create all kinds of new words describing the feeling. Okay? So that's why we suggest laying it on its side for disassembly, reassembly. Once you've got the weapon clean, you want to reassemble it. Take the clean bolt, the recoil spring, place the end of the recoil spring guide rod in the bolt. Place the head of the bolt just underneath the blocking pin, but still far enough back that it's free. Hold the bolt handle in place, take the thumb of the other finger, and push the recoil spring forward until you can get the plate captured on this little strap. You can then push the strap in, it'll snap back in place, push the buffer all the way to the rear. At this time, the bolt will go forward. Now, make sure that the buffer is always in place before you go shooting. If you do not have the buffer in place, it will cause damage to the rear of the bolt and the striker rod assembly, and it will also cause undue compression on the recoil spring. Okay, just make sure your recoil buffer's in place. At this time, you close the weapon. When you do, push the latch down, release it, and push and wiggle until it pops out in place. Make sure it pops out in place all the way. Otherwise, first few times you fire it, the gun may open itself up, causing a stoppage. Okay, that's it.